Late at night, a strange woman appeared on the platform. She stood swaying, as if lost in her own thoughts. A man nearby found the scene rather amusing. He snapped a photo, intending to upload it online, eagerly awaiting netizens' reactions. He planned to take a few more shots, but when he looked up, the woman had vanished. Driven by curiosity, the man rose to search for her. He combed the entire area, finding no trace of her. Just as confusion set in, the platform doors suddenly swung open. Seeing the doors open inexplicably, the man surmised the woman might have fallen onto the tracks. He leaned over to look down, but as he bent, before he could check the tracks, the doors slammed shut with a bang. The man was severed in two. After the accident, the station was abandoned. But that very night, another terrifying incident occurred on the tracks. A man appeared on the surveillance footage. Jack spotted him on the station monitor and immediately rushed over. But no matter how loudly he shouted, the man remained completely motionless. A train was speeding toward them. Jack had no time to think. He leaped onto the tracks, intending to drag the man to safety. But before he could get close, he noticed a child hiding nearby. What was a child doing here? Before he could process it, the train arrived. Jack had no choice but to scramble back onto the platform. The next day, news reported the man had died in the collision. Reporter Jenny tracked down Jack because they were friends. Under Jenny's persistent questioning, Jack recounted everything that happened that night. He added that besides him, the undertaker who came to collect the body last night also claimed to have seen the child. To gather more information, Jenny sought out the undertaker for details. During his testimony, the undertaker confirmed he had indeed seen the little girl. When he asked her name, she didn't answer. Instead, she oddly held up a numbered tag. After he read the number aloud, the undertaker asked, "Is this your name?" The entire incident deeply unsettled him. Just as he prepared to ask more questions, the station master called him over, saying a leg had been found. When he crouched down again, the girl vanished. After finishing his story, the undertaker took a sip of water and wiped his mouth. At that moment, Jenny didn't notice the scratch-like marks on his arm, but she paid it no mind. Later, Jenny never found the train conductor who had accompanied her last night. His eyes were glassy and vacant, devoid of life, as if he hadn't slept in 3 days. Jenny didn't ask if he had seen the child. The attendant replied that he had. Jenny didn't press whether it was his first time seeing her, but he stopped answering. Instead, he began muttering incoherently, claiming a defiling presence lingered in the station, something utterly impossible to expel. Just then, someone saw a child, with a terrifying face clutching his shoulder, but Jenny saw nothing. Even more unsettling, the attendant bore claw marks identical to the undertaker's, only far more severe. When Jenny demanded an explanation, he offered none, merely repeating those 4 numbers before rising to leave. Jenny failed to gather this wealth of information. News of Yushu Station spread rapidly. As the reporter who exposed the story, Jenny became the company's top salesperson. Yet on the very day her colleagues celebrated her success, the editor-in-chief stormed into her office in fury, accusing Jenny of fabricating the story because the train conductor she claimed to have interviewed had hanged himself at home that very morning. The night before, Jenny initially refused to believe the news, but after reviewing the surveillance footage, she discovered there was no train conductor at the station at all. The footage showed only her talking to herself the entire time.